Speaking at a charity event at the Ivy restaurant, Prince Harry made the decision there that that Meghan and Harry were going to step back, and one decision that is not made lightly. So what I've got here is we're going to firstly listen to this this voice recording I've got of this speech, and I'm going to home in on the tones and the vibrations of his voice and psychically, intuitively pick up what he's thinking at this particular time, okay, while doing the speech. So it's kind of a psychic look behind the scenes of the tones of his voice and the energies. So while we're listening to this, I will shuffle the cards there, and you will actually see the card layout too as we're listening to this speech. So let's get along with this reading.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for being here for Centre Body, a charity that myself and Prince Eso created all the way back in 2006 to honour our mother's legacy in supporting those affected by HIV and AIDS. Before I begin, I must say that I can only imagine what you may have heard or perhaps read over the past few weeks. So I want you to hear the truth from me, as much as I can share, not as a prince or a duke, but as Harry, the same person that many of you have watched grow up over the last 35 years, but now with a clearer perspective. The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change. I've grown up feeling supported from so many of you, and I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. Finally, the second son of Diana got hitched. Hooray. I also know that you've come to know me well enough over all these years to trust that the woman I chose as my wife upholds the same values as I do. And she does. And she's the same woman I fell in love with. We both do everything we can to fly the flag and carry out our roles for this country with pride. Once Meghan and I were married, we were excited, we were hopeful, and we were here to serve. For those reasons, it brings me great sadness that it has come to this. The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is, we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am. But I hope that helps you understand what it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. When I lost my mum 23 years ago, you took me under your wing. You looked out for me for so long, but the media is a powerful force, and my hope is one day our collective support for each other can be more powerful, because this is so much bigger than just us. It has been our privilege to serve you, and we will continue to lead a life of service. So in that respect, nothing changes. It has also been a privilege to meet so many of you and to feel your excitement for our son Archie, who saw snow for the first time the other day and thought it was brilliant. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my commander-in-chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Megan and I over the last few months. I will continue to be the same man who holds his country dear and dedicates his life to supporting the causes, charities and military communities that are so important to me. Together, you have given me an education about living, and this role has taught me more about what is right and just than I could ever have imagined. We are taking a leap of faith, so thank you for giving me the courage to take this next step. So, welcome to Richard's Garden, minus the fountain.
Hi everyone, and so let's look into this voice reading, and I've laid out the cards here. So you saw me laying out the cards on the screen there. So let's have a look at the card reading here, and looking in between the lines of what was said with the final speech, the farewell kind of speech there. Okay, so I've got the cards here, but I may actually pull some more cards out too. So hi everyone, hope you well. So the first card that we got for that layout was the Moon card, and the Moon card depicts all things that are hidden and all things that are in the mind that you can't see, okay. Now this is also, the Moon card is a revelation. So this was the first card, and it seems like Harry had reached this revelation and facing a fear of telling the public. I think it was Harry's job to do this, to publicly announce this, and also because this, I feel, has been hidden for some time, and bringing it out into the open, that kind of energy. So that is the Moon card. That is the first card that we got on this reading that I've got here. And the second card, and as I pulled this out, he was talking about Archie, and he was talking about his family. So the Ten of Cups is family, anything pertaining to family, a happiness, fulfillment, a warm, loving family, sun after the rain. So this is what Harry wants for his family, so this was very much an energy that I felt in the tone of his voice, that he has to, he's been thinking for this for a while, which has been secret and private, and he's been thinking about protecting his family and protecting Archie, and this is how he sees this move. And the next card that I get was in the reverse position, was the Four of Swords, and this was reversed. And it seems like there was a bit of a lull, because this is like also a lull and time to think. So after the lull and time to think, here Harry had become active again with his charity work, and also I do get some kind of illness, maybe a little bit of mental exhaustion, and also personal difficulties. So what this is saying, after the battle, after the lull, we have become active again. We've thought about this for a long time, to make this move here, to move to Canada, And so it's not something that was overnight. Well, he was saying that as these cards came out. There was some abuse of power with the Magician card. There was abuse of power and trickery, and things were not flowing properly, and there was lots of blockages here for I guess for Harry's success. I'm reading it as Harry would be thinking this with the words that he was using and the tone of voice. So he felt that there was an abuse of power and trickery behind the scenes, and things were not allowed to run and flow as they should for Harry and Meghan. This is how he was thinking on this speech. For purposes that he knows only, there were blockages from them being happy in the royal family. That's how he sees this. Okay. Somebody abused their power to place blockages with in the way of Harry and Meghan. Now this is what I said, this is what he's thinking in his mind. Like the moon card is hidden kind of energies. The Five of Wands is the next card that I pulled. Is this has caused, because of these blockages and not allowing the flow of him and his wife living their life how they would like to. I feel we have the Five of Wands, and this has caused arguments. This has caused arguments, but it's in the reverse. And you know, Meghan has had to keep quiet, and so has Harry, but not in private. Okay, this is suppressed anger and inner conflict. It's like we can't take this anymore, that kind of energy. Not allowed to make any decisions of our own. Wow, didn't expect that to come out. And this suppression of anger and this not able to make decisions of our own seriously escalated into conflict. Okay, so there's lots of conflict and anger around this reading. And the next card that I pulled out, yes, quarrelling, losing, and also losing an argument, humiliation, malicious gossip, abuse, underhanded jealousy, envy, and the worst you could think, really. And actually blaming Harry and Meghan for this. Well, this is how they feel. They feel that they've been blamed for all of this, and this has caused them to feel humiliated, always quarrelling, arguing, trying to win this battle. They felt abused, bullied, and all of this kind of thing. So this is what Harry was thinking in this speech, okay, behind the words. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of reverse cards. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is a rejection of kindness, and a rejection of kindness, money, or assistance. Now Harry felt this. He felt that they were not helping them, not assisting them, and Harry felt that they did deserve more from the royal family here. And there is money losses too, also overspending, and being too proud, but also being selfish at the same time. Wow. So with that card, I would say they didn't get the assistance from the royal family as they. This is what Harry is thinking as he's doing this speech. Okay, he felt that his family did not support Meghan did not support both of them, and there was lots of arguing and malicious gossip and overpowering them, that this is the only kind of course of action that Harry could take. And this is what he was thinking as he was giving this speech. Well, you put your comments down below, guys, or in the chat there, what you feel, because I'm sure a lot of people would think differently to that. But this is what I'm picking up energy wise around this. So they want to take their own success and take leadership of their lives to victory and success, and also in the process inspire others to be independent too. Harry wants harmony within the family, and also buying property, and living their life to the full. And they are quite young still, mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, or whatever age Meghan is. I get here that they're still young enough to take this towards their kind of dreams there, which is a new home, harvest. And this is what Harry was saying. He wants peace, home, comfort, to relax when he gets home from work, and completion, and bring this harmony within his life and happiness. As it stands, what he's saying as living within the royal family was not harmonious, and this is what he was feeling, and this is what he wants for his family. So the final card here is actually the World card. I actually picked this out afterwards. I realised that I didn't add this card, but I got the World card, and the World card is completion, fulfillment of having the world at their feet, and completion and abundance and happiness, feeling on top of the world, personal and spiritual development, and doing a lot of work on themselves too, with mental health. So to actually cope with this new life, because they are mega stars, mega celebrity stars. I wouldn't call them royals anymore. I would say they are mega global celebrities, and they are doing personal work and development on how to cope with this. I actually feel that Meghan is not really prepared for this world global success. I feel Harry is halfway there, because he's been taught all his life that cameras will be in front of him, and that he will be photographed all the time, flashing lights all the time. It's part of who he is, although he did rebuff that growing up. Now he's stepping into his own life. He's realizing, okay, but this is what we've chosen. This is our independent. We're going to become global kind of stars, superstars. So everybody is wanting a piece of us. So they have got gurus around them helping them, especially Meghan. I don't feel that Meghan, although she's enjoying it, she should have had this when she entered the royal family. She should have had this kind of help with knowing how to cope with this attention and global attention, but she never did. I feel she just stepped into it with PR gurus she had before, Sunshine Sachs and all those kind of people. She feels comfortable with those, but I feel it's going to they're going to have more of a team to help them develop into this global kind of force, and also protection too. I do not feel that they will need the financing from Canada or financing from the UK for any security. They will get something from the Duchy of Cornwall, but in all honesty, I will pick some cards out there actually, because what I'm getting here is, in all honesty, I am getting that they are going to be absolutely multi-billionaires, not millionaires, maybe a couple of billion or so, or three, within 5 years. So they're going to be able to afford their own, their own security, and because they're just going to be so huge. It's just coping with that, with their especially Harry, with his mental health issues, and so how is he going to cope with being a global superstar? At least I get here coming through, and I feel this very strongly. I feel Harry is saying here, at least if we're global superstars, we can have our privacy, and if anybody, yes, they can take photographs when we're around, but we can actually say that's as far as you go. You can't step any further than that, and encroach into our lives, or we will sue you. So it's totally different from being a royal, because the taxpayers, part of the Commonwealth and all that kind of thing, they don't have that right, because the UK pay the taxes, there's an agreement with the press and all that kind of thing, but now they're out of that, they can control that. And I feel Harry, at least he's got some control of his private life, and I feel that's what he wants, is some control over his private life, and not have what his mother had, being hounded 24/7 with paparazzi. So let's have a look here at I don't even have to pull out the cards here, because but they're going to be a global success, huge. Everybody, even now after they have left the UK, it seems like everybody wants to know. So it got cut off there, sorry. Everybody seems to want to have a piece of them, even though they have left the royals. They are so hot property at the moment, and I think with Meghan, she wants to, and Harry is to make the money very quickly, so they can have either take a lot of time off and say we're going to take a year out, and just do what we want to do, because now we've built up our fortune. So I do get that in the future. I don't feel that's yet. I feel they're still on this crest of this wave. They're still riding this. They want to get their money. They want to grasp that. They want to bank it. But I feel like in they'll want this to die down a little bit, quite a lot actually. They will want this to die. What they're doing is grabbing the money before they get unpopular. That's what they're doing. And so the first 2 years cashing in, and then if the interest of them does kind of wane, there's also this energy coming through here. There's advice towards them about oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the word, how to get the public hungry to see more of you is to starve them. And it's human nature, it's a part of human nature. If you starve the public and keep things shrouded in privacy, Archie, all of that kind of thing, then the public will, they'll want to pay anything to, and it sounds crazy, but that's the way it is. Or the newspapers, the media, all that kind. There's no news on them. Is there anything we can get? So there has been a PR move here to say pull back, because when you pull back and you shroud yourself with privacy, it's going to cause intrigue, and that's when you can say, well, if you want me to, or you want us to come and do this speech, then we are trying to keep our privacy at the moment, so it's going to be a premium amount of money to pay, kind of thing. I feel that coming through, definitely. So, and that's a good PR move, it really is, because the media can get saturated. They're out there every day and every at every moment, that they are going to saturate, and people will get bored of them, as they have got bored of them. Okay, so they're a team, they are a team together, and there are kind of disagreements here. We've got Meghan, who's a very strong character, and Harry is starting to stand up and say what he wants, instead of being kind of controlled by Meghan. So he's starting to stand up for himself. So there are these little spats, little kind of arguments, but that is only so that Harry can get his stand in the relationship and his partnership. Okay, because I feel that Meghan has called all the shots here, but this is going to change. I think a lot of Meghan's outlook is going to rub off on Harry, and he's going to start to step up, and we'll notice too his speeches will be really empowering, and he's going to get a lot stronger with that, because when you've got $1 billion behind you, wouldn't that make you feel stronger, more secure, more kind of confident, and you've got the whole world wanting to have you as guests and people fighting over you? Of course that's going to make you more confident. You're not Harry is no longer the clown of the royal family. He is there, he's the front man, and he's slowly, his confidence is going to grow. I feel that Harry likes to be a quietly confident person and unassuming, but I feel he's going to learn to step it up. Okay, in my private life, I'm unassuming, I'm quietly confident, but when I'm there and present, and he's going to be taught all of this too, develop this. When I'm present, I am going to be present, and look out for that, because I see that he's going to step up his game here. They're going to go hiding for a little while. I thought, where are they? What are they doing? And then suddenly there'll be like this great speech at a charity event, and he's going to stand up. I mean, there was this horrible speech apparently for this bank. I don't feel that, there's a little bit of dodginess around these banks too, so not the right people to be doing speeches, but shadiness. So I feel that there is this from the royal family, there's discussions of be careful who you do speeches with, because what I'm picking up here, I don't know any of this, I've done no kind of research. I'm an intuitive energy reader, so what I'm getting coming through here, like these banks, is it JP Morgan or something, and some other banks that crashed back in the 80s, and have a pretty poor kind of reputation when it comes to capitalist globalism. I don't know, I'm not going to go there, I don't know, but I feel that there are people from the royal family are trying to advise we're happy that you do these charities, wonderful about your foundation, but we're just concerned about these dodgy banks. I don't feel it kind of looks great, and it doesn't look great for your reputation either, Harry and Meghan. You want to keep that very buoyant and positive. So selecting who they work this Sunshine Sax being their agent and all that kind of thing. There's talks between them and the royal aides or the royal family, although Harry would prefer not to. He's still thinking, well, I am a royal and I have royal blood, so I really ought to protect myself from at least shady people and these mafia type people. I don't know, I'm picking up on that. Okay, so yeah, so tying this reading up here, oh gosh, where do I start? Well, as I've just said with the reading, and again I pull out the Tower card, but it's not, the Tower card is not in the upright position. The Tower card is in the upside down position. Okay, and this in the reverse position is trying to avoid this instability. After breaking free, this is the breaking free. After breaking free from the royal family, the Tower all falling around them, it's in the reverse. They are trying to do damage control and avoidance, an ability here, and an inability to actually break free from the royal family completely. They are confined. Harry is confined to the royal family, whether he likes it or not. But this change, they're not going to stop them from being independent, but there is this kind of, well, this will help you gain respect from people that you know you really want respect from, and this is a great kind of move. So thank you so much, everyone, and love all of you, and thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this new format. I really enjoyed doing this, although it's taken me forever. That's why it's taken me a whole day to do this format, so hope you do appreciate it. And so yeah, so if you would like to put your comments down below, thank you so much. Also, I'd like to ask you to at least share this video with your Facebook account or Instagram or your Twitter account. Just share it once. That would be fantastic to help this community grow. And even if you just share it with those people, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Love all of you, and bye for now. Bye bye.